The Springers' historic march looks to come to fruition on the gridiron with one final stop, Hampton University. Welcome to Sports Wire, I'm Will Catterley. One final practice, one last team meal, one last road trip, and one amazing opportunity for the Highland Springs senior football class to make history. A perfect season and a fourth consecutive state championship. Standing in their way, Stonebridge, a team that beats you with size and strength. But the Springers not only had those attributes, but they proved the old adage that's still true to this day. Speed kills. So let the game begin! The Highland Springs Springers lead for their fourth straight state championship, taking on Stonebridge at Hampton University, and didn't get off to the best of starts for Highland Springs. Back to punt, it's blocked, and the Bulldogs of Stonebridge recover. But as good as Stonebridge's defense was early, Highland Springs D answered the call as well. Fourth down, the bullish Bulldogs go for it, and they're not going to get there. It's fourth and about 7, stopped short by that Springer D, and then the offense got it going. The handoff. Let's start things off with Shiree McKeever. You'll hear more of him later in the ball game. He gets the handoff for the first down, and then it would lead to this. The pump fake wide open on the slant. Devontae Waller, been hot all year long, so has Tremaine Talbert. Touchdown, 39-yard strike, Springers. First one's on the board in the state championship game, 7-0. Stonebridge has an answer. And they do it through the passing game. They do more of a wing T, old like 1940 style offense, but they can throw the rock too. Ty Felton from his quarterback Mason Tatum, and they do an encore. Double covered, no less. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stonebridge ties it up at 7. Springers looking for an answer. Second quarter, same score. Why not Devontae Waller to Tremaine Talbert? Yeah, that'll work for the first down. But fourth and goal at the 1. Stonebridge stops them cold at the goal line. Bulldogs recover, but you know what? The defense came to the call. And that looks like an incomplete pass, but there was no one in the area, so it's intentional grounding. The foul happened in the end zone. That means it's a safety, a 2-point bucket. Highland Springs up 9-7. And with the free kick, they get the ball back. Back to work goes Highland Springs. Waller, Holler connects. Finds his man for the first down, and that would lead to this. After the touchdown pass to Allswells to Antwain Wells, Ahmad Foster Powell finds Pater. Springers up 15-7 at that point. Still second quarter. Highland Springs owned this quarter. The bubble screen works all year round. And Antoine Wells doing very well in this championship game. That is good. For first down, it would lead to this. Already one rushing touchdown from Foster Powell. Going to make it 2 now with a different running back this time, Shiree McKeever. He finds the end zone. Springers up 23-7 at the half. How about some defense from Christian White and company? It was a 27-yard run by McKeever, by the way. Same score, 23-7, Stonebridge. Back to pass, looking for the slant. You saw Christian White on the tackle. Now watch Christian White with a pick. Intercepted. Highland Springs doing the work on all 3 phases of the football, but Stonebridge is in the championship game for a reason, and today it was their passing game. Once again, same connection for Stonebridge. Felton to Tatum, 46-yard pass, touchdown, Stonebridge. But then Highland Springs went to work on the ground. Check out the rabbit, Raekwon Smith, carrying half the team on his back. Would lead to this. Waller connects again. Touchdown, 19 yards. Wells. Waller was straight up money in this one. 16-27, 2 touchdowns, 277 yards. We go to the fourth quarter, up 30-13. Stonebridge on fourth down. They're not going away. They want a title too. The quarterback keeper is good on the 1-yard touchdown plunge by Mel. But it was too much Highland Springs late in the fourth as their ground game started to wear out that defense. Foster Powell with the run right there, and Foster Powell gonna power the Springers to another state title. Touchdown, Highland Springs. It would be up 37-20 at that point. Yeah, and she loves it. She's got the Springer black and gold towel. You know who else loves it? Yeah, Ollie Jennings, his first state title transfer from Hermitage. Let's go, he says. Springers have done it. These seniors have never lost a state title. They've won 4 consecutive years, 37-26.
I mean, my seniors, the best group of seniors I've ever coached. Best group of seniors at Highland Springs. They've only lost 3 games. It's the best. I don't know what to say right now, man. I just want to enjoy the moment. Get ready for football again next year. But I'm going to enjoy this one more than I've enjoyed anyone, even more than the first one, because it puts our program in a small category, very short list of people that have won 4 in a row. And yes, we're going to prepare as hard as we can, so we'll try to win 5.
I mean, it's an amazing feeling to just, to go undefeated actually and win out everything and dominate everybody. And it's just all the hard work that we put in all year long, it's just paying off, and it paid off. So it's just an amazing feeling.
No, let's just go 15-0, dominate everybody that comes in front of us. Whoever in the way of our path, they just gotta get dominated just to win this state championship.
And the t-shirt says it all. Back to back to back to back. All in back to the future font, by the way. Athletic Director McLilly handing out the medals, and there it is, the 2018 State Championship Trophy. Head coach Laura Johnson and the team can celebrate. So let's go up tempo and inside the numbers tribute to Highland Springs and what they've accomplished. The first number is obvious, 4, as in 4 straight state titles. They become only the 3rd team in Virginia history to win 4 consecutive championships and the first from the 804 area code to do it. How about 15-0? This is the first time Highland Springs has won 15 games en route to a perfect season in school history. 29. Did you know that the Springers are on a 29-game winning streak? Their last loss was last year in the home opener to Hermitage. Since then, Highland Springs won 14 straight to win last year's title. Then followed that up with 15 more to up the streak to 29 games. So if they win next year's opener, yep, that's 30 consecutive wins. 6. Now the Springers had an unbelievable offense, scoring 40 or more points 12 times this year, but defense is where the number 6 comes in. Highland Springs shut out their opponents 6 times this season. 5. This one's obvious. Next year is the Drive for 5. A chance at 5 straight state championships. If they pull it off, they will be the only team, the only school to do it in the history of the sport in the state of Virginia. Congratulations to the 2018 Highland Springs Springers. They are once again your state champs. Well, we're finished with football, so bring on the round ball. Basketball takes center stage at Freeman, where the Rebels try to hold off a pesky deep run team. Plus, jump on in, the water's fine for several swimmers, making high marks at SwimRVA. Highlights are straight ahead.
This can't be happening.
This can't be happening. Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran?
Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
those don't really go together.
Go to getschool.com for more info.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. To Douglas Freeman we go, where the undefeated Rebels take on winless Deep Run, but you could not tell by this game. Caleb Kenny, boy, has he improved going into this season. Deep Run looking very good early. Check it out. Number 11, scooping underneath. Nice moves and scores. Joseph DeModna for 2. He would be a load to handle for Douglas Freeman. Rebels trying to fight back still first quarter. The aforementioned Caleb Kenny all the way to the rack. He connects 4-2. Kenny and Freeman in business, but it was Deep Run and their ball movement and their hot shooting that got him going. That's number 5, Samuel Bobbitz. He connects from long range, deep 3-ball corner pocket. Got it to go, and then Caleb Kenny. What makes him so crafty is he's a left-handed shooter. Makes it a little tougher to guard overall. Back comes Deep Run, though, still first quarter. Up and in. That is good for 2 for Michael Bolden, and Deep Run in business. Fortune trying to change fortunes of Freeman. Nothing but nylon. Hitting the 3-ball is number 5, Mukhtar Abdul Qadir. Rebels, though, still down after 1 quarter. Second quarter trying to come back. Got that one to go as well. Omari DeVoe connects from long range, but Deep Run would not back down. Every time Freeman looked like they were going to get back in this one and take control, something like this would happen. The 3-ball, got it. Number 15, Andrew Spagnola. And then, again, Spagnola for 3. Count it, back-to-back money balls, 24-21, Deep Run at the half. All right. Now we're in business, third quarter. Switching sides, Wildcat, just beautiful. Pretty, oh so pretty pass. Connecting and finding down low, Samuel Bobbitz. Bobbitz had 10 in the game. Michael Bolden had 12. Number 35 for Freeman. Got it going, Christian Smith. And then where the fortune lies is with this guy, Michael Fortune, connecting down low for 2. Fortune, a big part of Freeman's comeback here in the second half. Fortune, count it, and 1. He would convert the 3-point play. And all of a sudden, the Freeman Rebels getting it going, but Deep Run not going away. Defense transition wins basketball games, friends. That's up and in 4-2. Michael Bolden emboldening Deep Run to a 4-point lead to the 4th and final stand. It is Caleb Kenny time for 2. Count it, and the foul. Caleb Kenny, 13 points, 8 big boards. Michael Fortune, a big steal, and an even bigger bucket. That is good for 2. Freeman's got things tied up. Deep Run not going away. Is the bank open? Yeah, it is. Good for 3 is Bobbitz. Bobbitz again with 10 big points for Deep Run. Freeman with a big answer, though. Oh, my goodness. It's Mukhtar Abdul Qadir. He had 15 points on the night. Caleb Kenny ices it away with free throws down the stretch, and Freeman finds a way. 48-41, your final. How about a little ladies hoops at Mills Godwin? Lady Eagles taking on Henrico. Watch, the ball never even touches the ground in that passing display. Oh, so pretty. Charlotte Clyde on the action, good for 2. And then inside, number 32 uses a glass well. Delaney Snyder, she connects. It was all Godwin early and often. How about the long outlet pass? Stephanie Bunce on the receiving end. A lot of different ladies for Godwin getting in the mix. Up 14-3 at this point, and Bunce is not done. 3-ball corner pocket, count it. All Godwin Eagles up 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 17-3, the score after 1 second quarter. Excellent pass once again. Thea Clark, the point guard, so good distributing the rock. Godwin, Avery Aldridge taking advantage and scoring. It wasn't all Godwin, however. What a nice slide to the rack. Diamond Brown, Mosby. But Godwin again on the ball movement. Bunce. Tough angle, gets the roll, count it, and the foul to convert the 3-point play. Eagles in business. Still in the first half, Henrico trying to come back. That J by Diamond Brown. Mosby is good, 25-11 at the half. So still just kind of hanging in there, but in the third quarter, Godwin going to put this one away. Find the open girl underneath. They do just that. Sometimes it's just all about space, well, and passing. Sydney Blackwell for 2. Henrico not out of control. Count that. As Tatiana Johnson gets into the scorebooks. There's too much Godwin in this one. Check out the extra pass once again from beyond the arc. Yeah, Avery Aldridge from deep. Tell you what, this is going to be a tough team to beat if they can move the ball like this and get production from multiple players. That's exactly what they got against Henrico on this night. And Riley Goldschmidt. Not to be confused with Paul Goldschmidt, who's just traded from the Arizona Diamondbacks to St. Louis Cardinals. Henrico trying to keep themselves in it. That's good for 2. But the Eagles, again, dominant in this one. Bunce had 10. Goldschmidt had 10. Godwin wins this one going away 50-25, your final. And believe it or not, it is swim season. Let's go to SwimRVA down in Chesterfield. Several teams competing, including this girl in lane 6 for Douglas Freeman. Heat 2 of the 200-yard medley relay. Douglas Freeman gets it done with the win. How about the guys 200 medley relay as well? Second heat, finals of this. And once again, Douglas Freeman, keep your eye on number 2, the 2-lane. 2 versus 4. Dead heat between Freeman and Glen Allen. And at the end, Freeman in a squeaker. 1 minute 43.53 seconds with the victory. How about the girls' 50-yard freestyle? Heat 2 of 8. Lane number 6 is where you want to pay attention because Deep Run is a heck of a swimmer in lane 6. Taking control down the stretch. Really a 3-girl race at this point, but Lindsay Hare wins it by a hair. 26.50 seconds. Moving on, guys race, 50-yard freestyle. 3 guys in this heat, 1 of 6. And Zachary Carroll in lane 5 taking care of business. He gets the win in a time of 22.63 seconds for Douglas Freeman. Girls 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 4. Keep your eyes on the prize at lane number 6 because Brooke Nelson of Mills Godwin trying to get past Glen Allen's Taylor blitz. And she does, gets the win in the 100-yard free. Godwin. She's like, I just did that, right? Yeah, you did. You get the win. And finally, we go to the boys' 100-yard freestyle and more great swimmers from Douglas Freeman. A couple shows earlier, we had 4 swimmers from Freeman signed to continue their swimming at the next level. They are really good. So is Preston Trevi. He's going to take Heat 2, the boys' 100-yard free.
We have more hoops to get to when we come back. The Godwin guys in trouble against Glen Allen. Could the Eagles soar back in front of their home crowd? That and more next.
Here's another 2-minute history report.
When you think about wars fought here in America, there's the Civil War and, of course, the American Revolution. But what do you know about the one in the middle, the War of 1812? In the early years of building our nation, European countries viewed the U.S. as weak. The Army was small and the Navy had little respect. Great Britain was regularly declaring impressment, forcing sailors from random ships into joining their Royal Navy. In 1807, the USS Chesapeake was attacked by Britain's HMS Leopard near the coast of Virginia. Facing little resistance, the Leopard took 4 prisoners, but the incident triggered a series of embargoes between the two countries. Tensions grew when the U.S. expanded west and Britain supported the Indians. Finally, with influence from Henry Clay and John Calhoun, 2 warhawks from the House, James Madison declared war on Great Britain.
This means war!
It began with the U.S. attacking Canada, part of the British Empire, and the Brits capturing portions of Michigan. Battles on American soil and waters continued for the next 2 years. Then in August of 1814, British General Robert Ross attacked America's capital and Washington burns. Luckily, Dolly Madison, the very brave First Lady, saved George Washington's portrait from the flames. Then the British launch a 25-hour attack on Fort McHenry in Baltimore. Witnessing the event, Francis Scott Key is inspired to write a poem that later becomes the famous Star-Spangled Banner. Finally, the Treaty of Ghent is signed. The war ends, and neither side loses land to the other. Word traveled pretty slow in those days, and the U.S. wins the Battle of New Orleans even after peace is declared. This makes General Andrew Jackson a major pop star of the day. So here it is in a nutshell. There was a big bully off the Virginia shore, so Warhawks declared that it was time for war. There's 2 years of fighting with the White House in ruin. Dolly saved George, and we got a new tune. No major changes, boundaries stayed the same, but one soldier won by gaining national fame.
That's the War of 1812 in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Sports Wire's special signing day ceremony for this young lady, Ashley Hailey, who is going to the University of Lynchburg. She will sign her letter of intent to play softball. The second baseman all-region softball star going up the road to Lynchburg as team, family members look on.
So I chose Lynchburg because, first of all, their softball program is very successful. On top of that, over the summer, I went to a softball camp and discovered that their coaching staff is very encouraging, and also the players treated me like family. Also, their academics are outstanding, and it already feels like my home away from home.
Speaking of Glen Allen, the Jaguars on the road guys hoops at Godwin. This will be an interesting game, kind of a tale of two halves. First quarter, Godwin looking good. The steal, the score, Ethan Joint for 2. Eagles still in the first. Looking, poking, prodding, going inside, and Dipsy-Doo, how are you? That'll count for 2. Tyshawn Jackson, Action Jackson for the deuce. And then the triple from beyond the arc, Garrett Coe for 3. Godwin looking extremely good in this one, but Glen Allen had a bounce in their step. Slam-a-jamma, throw it down, big man. 16-11 that point. Glen Allen. Chris the Butler did it. Later up 19-13, the 3-ball, top of your screen. Yeah, it goes in. Number 30 doing the action, Brandon Crane. Jags still not done. They were heating up from beyond the arc. Yes, the 3 from Jermaine Gilliam. All Jags at this point. We switch sides now. Corner pocket money. Garrett Cox. Glen Allen's up double digits. 43-20 at this point, but Godwin on the comeback trail. Ethan Joint for 2 and the foul. A lot of and ones in this sequence here. Then the short elbow J, top of your screen. Yes, it goes. Mark Bousson. Then Eagles from way downtown. Top of your screen, Jack Seidenberg. Man, that last name sounds familiar. 48-39 as we go to the 4th. Inside, count it, and the bucket, and this dude was a straight-up baller. Trayvon Booker for 2. 50-42 now. Glen Allen up 8. Booker for 2 and 1. Booker had 13 points in this one. Later, Glen Allen now just down 5. This time, Jordan Brown. Inside, brings him within 1, and then Godwin would take the lead and not look back. Down double digits in the 4th. Booker says no. 60-54, Godwin completes a comeback. How about some ladies hoops now? Deep run on the road at Douglas Freeman. Fans are dressed and ready on the Freeman side, on the Deep Run side. Oh, we love you too, guys. Seriously. Thanks for the shout out. Deep Run loves SportsWire. Well, we love covering you guys. Early action, the 3-ball, yeah. Leanne Larkin. She was the offense for Douglas Freeman. She connected. Later, deep run on the free throw. No. The putback, though, up and in. Yeah, count it for number 4, Isis Devon Kanai. 27-17 would be the score. After 2, we go to the 3rd. The putback, offensive rebounds were paramount for deep runs. Number 24, Pilar Weiser puts it up and in. Meanwhile, Leanne Larkin doing her best to keep deep run in this one. She gets that one to go for 2. Larkin with 15 points. Natalie Nettemeyer for deep run, though, got 13 herself. There's more balanced scoring going around. Number 21, there she is, Katarina Kovenis, and too much Wildcats in this one. They win this one going away. 37-23 in the final.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see you next time on SportsWire.